Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Taro. Today is February 24th, Monday, right? Yeah, Monday, February 24th, 2025. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. So I got like a new mat. I feel like this is, I just had to clean this area up a bit. You know, you can like, doesn't it look better? I think it does. There we go, that's better. So yeah, I just had to clean this area up a bit. It was getting stuffy. So I'm gonna start pulling cards. And go from there. This cup was given to me as a gift, right? Because I like mugs. It says, I never repeat gossip, so listen carefully. How funny is that? It's a good sturdy mug, so. And it's pink. I haven't had coffee in like a week. So my bangs look cute like this. I like my hair like this. It's like I'm in better spirits today. Yeah. I might have to open that soon. Alright, so let me start pulling cards. So, I saw a movie today. It was really nice. It was nice. Right? I've been taking some time to like rest and like be lazy because I can do that, right? And wow, talk about a supercharge, right? It's so funny because I'm always talking about like if you don't rest when you need to, your body will force you, right? Yeah. Alright, I'm starting with this deck. Right here. There's a dead bug in here. Huh. I just had the funniest thought. I'll use that for later. I just saw 333, but I was just joking. You could be seeing feathers or noticing feathers, or like it's just something about like a common theme about feathers. Wow, my hair is so cute. Like, ugh. I love myself so much. Alright, let me pull cards because I don't want to get bored before I start pulling cards because then I won't pull cards. I kind of just want to like, let me do this. Reminder upright. So you are being reminded, it says don't forget, of something that, oh, focus. That's what it is. You're being reminded to keep focus. That's another thing I kept seeing too. I kept seeing, one of the recurring themes that I've been seeing the past couple of days in my journey of resting. Well, my hair it feels nice and poofy at the top. I think I know why too. Is keep focus, right? This is the year to keep focus, and God's gonna make sure that, you know, you're staying on track and blah 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 blah, right? So that's another thing. So feathers and keeping focus. So it says reminder, don't forget. Right? Like, I'm also gonna remember what you're doing this for, right? Remember what you're doing this for, your purpose for you, God, your legacy, the betterment of the future, humanity, the elevation of humanity, the awakening of humanity, right? God's chosen ones. 28, 8, 9, 10, 1. So there's something about your intuition here. I'm hearing the first of the month as well. So something about February. No, February is about to be done in like 4 days. So March 1st, 606. So there's something that's significant about March 1st, which would be a what? March 1st would be a Saturday. So this upcoming Saturday is March 1st. So there could be something significant that's going to be happening on Saturday, March 1st of 2025. It's something that requires you to use your intuition as well. I think I'm done with that. Yeah, alright, now I can move on. Oh no, there's something with the numbers still. 28. There's how many? Wow, that's crazy, because there's only 28 days in February. And this card is number 28. There's only 28 days in February. The last day of February 2025 is Friday. So something is going to happen Friday that could carry into Saturday. So maybe like Friday night into Saturday morning, something like that. Or some sort of event. Hoster, what is something that's going to carry in from Friday to Saturday? What is that? A holster. What? A holster is another name for a gun case. I'm hearing you're on the money, you're on the nose. What is this? So there could be some sort of event that's taking place. I'm hearing like you're the target. Ugh. Alright, now this is getting dark. So I feel like the reason why this is only happening is because you are in your purpose. And somebody doesn't like that. Oh, that's the dream I had last night. I gotta get out of that. Hold on. My calendar is like covering up my screen. It's so crazy because I had a couple of dreams of shootings, but like I had them last summer. And there was about maybe 2-3 people in the dream that I recognized from out here, right? But in my dream last night, it was very interesting. And I'm only going to tell you the part that I really remember the most, right? Because it really stood out to me. I remember I was looking outside my window. And in the dream, the way my home was, it was just set up differently. So I was looking outside my window, and I don't know, I guess my home was at a elevation, right? I don't know, maybe like a condo or something. Condo is short for condominium, by the way, if you don't know that. What is a condominium? A building or a complex of buildings containing a number of individually owned apartments. Okay. So it was something like that, right? And I was up above, and I remember I opened the curtain. It was bright as day, super sunny, beautiful day out. And I remember I opened the curtain, and for some reason it was like a straight bird's eye view, and I looked into the parking lot. Like my vision like went directly to this, and I looked into the parking lot, and in the parking lot there was like a truck. It wasn't, I want to say a van, but it doesn't feel like a van. I feel like it was a truck, right? And in that truck there was a man, and in that man, it's like, let me stop. So in that truck was a man, and the man, he had one of those cameras with the really, really, really long lenses, right? And he was like taking photos, right? And in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, he's just watching me. And it's so funny because I waved to him, and he, you know, because he was like looking at me from the lens, and then when I waved, he kind of like took the camera from his face, and he was like, oh wow, I've been seen, right? And it was so funny because I was like, oh yeah, he's just watching me. He's watching me, right? So that was the first time in that one dream, right? I went and did other things, blah, 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 whatever. And then I went back to the window, and I opened the curtain again, and he was still there taking 11:11. He was still like taking pictures. I'm like, oh yeah, he's still watching me. And then for some reason, at that second time, the man, he got like, oh my god, right? And so he kind of like hurried away. So that's that. So you could be getting watched because you could be a target of something, because you are walking into your purpose. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're being of service. You're living out your purpose. Like, you know who you are. It says, don't forget, reminder. Like, you know who you are. Like, you could be like, yeah, I am that girl. What's that song? It's a song. Oh my gosh. There's this one song, I saw it on Instagram. It's basically, let me find it because I'm gonna get annoyed. Hold on. I found the song. The song is called It Girl by Aaliyah's Interlude. Well, that's the name on, that's her name on Instagram. And it's like, bitch, you know I'm sexy. Don't call. Just text me. ITGIRL. You know I am that girl. It's a really good song. Anyways, so you're that person, whether you are that guy, that girl, you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. I was also getting this common, not common, but like a recurring thought or idea or like realization that you literally create your own universe. Like, you're creating your own reality. Like, I was just walking and I was like, wow, I can literally do whatever I want. I can literally create whatever I want. I can literally do whatever I want in my world, you know. And there's nothing more powerful than realizing that, right? So you have been reminded of your power, like who you are. Like, you are that bitch, you are that guy. And someone is like, no, I don't think so, right? And God's like, but yeah, because, you know, like, hello. It's so funny because I'm talking about like how you can create your own universe, right? And this entire cloth, yeah, because I had to get a new cloth. My old one, I had to put it out of its misery for some time. This is like the moon and the stars and blah blah blah, right? You can literally create your own reality, and you know how to do that. That's a thing that's very important, that you know how to create your own reality. And someone's got their arms up in the air. Someone's up in arms about that. And that's, when I hear that, up in arms, I hear a holster, right? Like, it's like, put them up, put your hands up. That's like pew pew pew, right? So somebody is like making you a target, And like for a lot of you, you know you could be being watched, but you're just like, hey, whatever. Like, cause in my dreams, like I caught them. I caught this guy watching me. And I was like, okay, yeah, he's watching me. So you could know that you're being watched, but that's the word I literally just heard is studied. You know, you could be getting studied. That's the word I just heard, studied. So it's not really like you're being watched. You're being studied. Someone could have teeth issues as well, or their teeth could hurt, or they have like sensitive teeth. Yeah, you know that you're being studied by someone, and you're just like, hey, whatever, right? Because I feel like for a lot of you, like, you're too busy creating your own world. And so there's a couple things. There's 3 things here. You're creating your own world. You're being studied / watched. And someone has made you a target. So those are the 3 things in this video for this reading. There's sirens in the background, by the way. ITGIRL. You know that I am that girl. It's a good song. Don't call, just text me. Oh, I should get one more for that. Don't forget. I feel like somebody's trying to scare you into realizing that you are your own creator. Like, you know how they say like God is inside of us all. You know how to tap into that. That God in you, that part of you that is in the spitting image of God. So here's the thing. I don't think that, you know how they say God has created us in his image, well, right? I don't think it's like the arms and the legs and things like that. I don't think it's that. I really think it's more inside. The spirit, that light, that love. I think that's the image of God, right? And I feel like because you obviously have seen the face of God, you're able to tap into that and utilize that to create the reality that you want. And because of that realization, that fact alone, you have been created, you have been, it's so crazy because like when you walk into your own personal power, it creates enemies, right? It just does. I keep hearing that they're up in arms, like they're all up in arms. They're all up in arms. What? They're all up in arms. So it's if I'm not mistaken, I feel like that's another phrase for like they're going crazy, they're going mad, they're angry, they're offended. Oh yeah, protesting vigorously about something. Yeah, someone's protesting. So you got people that are protesting against this. It's kind of like, that's not fair, they can create their own reality. That's not fair, that's not fair. So yeah, they're all up in arms. Someone's protesting vigorously. Like they don't want this. They don't want you to either create your own reality or to realize that you can create your own reality. But when you realize that, that's when you start doing that. So the second one doesn't really matter. It's the fact that you're realizing this, because when you realize, oh, I can open my own bank account, I'm going to go do that. Oh, I can go to the store by myself, I'm going to go do that. Oh, I can, right? When you realize I can, the whole I can't, it goes out the window. There's no I can. And to a lot of people who live their life under I can't, what do you mean? Right? So of course they're going to be protesting, right? They can't. They want you to can't. You're like, just because you cannot doesn't mean I cannot. I can, absolutely. So you got a lot of people that live their life with can'ts, and you're the complete opposite. You can. Right? I can do what I want. This is optional. This is optional. All of this is optional, right? Remember that. This is optional. But the difference is that the reason why it's causing fear is because I was also getting this too. I was getting like people were trying to limit your freedom because of their fear of the what ifs, right? Well, what if you decide to, what if they did? That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. People are wanting to limit you based off of their what ifs, right? And it's just like, well, what if it's kind of like, for example, like I don't know, Superman, right? And in one of the movies, Superman, Man of Steel, they tried to like keep him in a cell and things like that because they were afraid of his power, right? And even Superman said that, you're afraid of me because you're afraid of my power and you don't understand it, and you never will. But that doesn't mean I'm an enemy, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is that they're trying to limit you based off of, like, well, let's say Superman, right? Superman has like great speed. Well, what if they use your speed to, you know, run into that store, steal a bag of chips, and run out with nobody being seen? What if we have to make sure that they can't do that. We have to limit them. What if this and what if... And that's the problem. Because you have this gift, skill, ability, whatever, for a reason. Because with great power comes great responsibility, right? That's why Superman is Superman. I feel like people are trying to limit you based off the, like, the what ifs, but it's like, you know well enough better than to do that. And it's kind of like they're trying to bury you under that. They're trying to justify their what ifs because, no, they're trying to justify trying to limit you based off of their what ifs. But it's like, you're trying to limit me on something that I have no intentions of doing. I have no intentions of using my super speed to go inside the store and get a bag of chips without being seen. 222, 221. Like, that's not my intentions at all. They're like, but what if? That's not... So you're gonna limit me because of your what ifs. You see? And I feel like that's for a lot of people that are trying to make you forget of your own power. Make you forget of your own freedom, your own wisdom, your own intellect, your own self. Well, what if you realize that... Hold on. Alright, I'm back. So I feel like the target on your back is because of these people who live in camps, right? It's because of their what ifs, right? Because they're the same people that would, like, oh, if I had super speed, I would loot the store and blah blah blah. No, it was me, right? But that's not what that's for. That super speed is for, like, being able to run into burning buildings super fast, or being able to catch that puppy if it falls out the window just in time, right? That's what that's for. And that's also one of the biggest reasons why these people don't have whatever this is that you have, right? Because again, with great power comes great responsibility. You know that. So I feel like that's why you have a target on your back, because these people are trying to prove that their what ifs are true. They're trying to prove that, like, yeah, see, I told you, I would have done the same thing too. They're not better than us. They're not better than me. I would do the same thing. So I feel like that's why you're being watched, because you know, like, people are just trying to be like, they're gonna rob the store, they're gonna use this, or they're gonna do that, you know, they're gonna abuse their gifts and abuse their abilities and blah blah blah. And it's just like, go ahead, say, let them, right? Let them. They're gonna say what they want to say. Let them. I say this all the time. Let them. What they say about what ifs and they can't, and let them. That's not you. You know you can. You know you're responsible. You know you're not abusing your gifts, skills, and abilities and talents. So what's the problem? Let them. Oh, you're watching me? Okay, whatever. That's not my business. Yes, they're watching you, but that's not your business. You got other things to do. Let them, right? So that's why you're being watched. because you just realize like, oh, I can do what I want to do. Absolutely, of course I can. What do you mean? See, the thing is, as long as it's not illegal, you're not hurting anybody, right? You're not hurting yourself. What's the problem? Also, the song that literally just popped into my head is Freebird. 'Cause I'm free as a bird now. Right? You could do whatever you want. You're not doing anything illegal. You're not hurting anyone. You're not hurting yourself. Right? If you get into a relationship with someone, it's consensual. That's important. What's the problem? You know what you can do. Like, you could do whatever you want. As long as you're not disappointing God, right? And going against your moral values, your moral compass. Absolutely, do whatever you want. And that's the problem with these people. They don't want you to realize, oh, wait a minute. As long as I'm not breaking the law, I can do whatever I want. And you realize that. And that's very powerful. There's power in that. I'm also getting people want you to act out, like act like a fool. Netizens. That's citizens of the internet. Netizens. People on the internet. So there's something about people on the internet. So people could be watching you on the internet, or it could be that. Netizens. That's like internet people, internet trolls, whatever, right? You ever look at a comment under a video or a meme or a post, whatever, and you're like, are these people even real? You ever wonder that? Some people literally just exist only on the internet. So this could be that. Some people, their life is only comes alive on the internet, like meta or like RPG games, open world games, right? Where you can be anything you want, be anyone you want, and do whatever you want. For some people, they can only achieve that kind of reality in the internet, on the internet. That's it, right? Not in real life. Versus you in real life, right? Remember when meta was being pushed so hard, and you had all these celebrities, and they would do the commercials, and they would be like, oh, you could ride this car, and you can travel here, and travel there, and do this, and do that. We're all in Metascape. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay. Right? It's like that. Some people can only be cam people on the internet. But you are a can people out here in real life. And that is a threat. That's a problem. That creates targets, right? That makes you a target. What do you mean you have the freedom to do whatever you want in reality? Welcome to reality. That's a song by Grimes. The song is called Reality, right? Which is interesting enough because Grimes is actually Elon Musk's baby mom. She's got like 3 kids by him. Elon Musk, right? Alright, let me see. Beauty. Lo and behold, your beauty is a wonder. And differences. Upright. So, I feel like this is a reminder of not to forget what makes you different, what makes you special. And you could have always had the idea or the thought of like wanting to be the same, copy paste. So you know how it always happens in movies and books and shows where the odd one out is the one that gets bullied, right? Oh, you don't look the same as us. You don't talk the same as us. You don't eat the same things as us, right? So they get ostracized, they get picked on, they get bullied, right? Or if they have a group of friends, they're just, oh yeah, he's the weird one, but you know, just invite him anyways. Or she's the weird one, but just invite them anyways, right? You could have been that person, right? But you're realizing your differences are what make you beautiful. Your differences are what make you who you are. Because of how different you are from the status quo, because of how not copy paste, right? That's you're like, oh, wait a minute. this is why I'm different. This is why. Like, my differences are beautiful, right? Like, for example, like, you could have felt some type of way because everyone in your friend group had straight black hair and you had wild curly red hair, right? But you're realizing, oh my gosh, like, this curly red hair of mine is beautiful. Like, you're realizing that. You're not shying away from that. And versus, like, so you could be like, wow, I love my beautiful curly red hair. And people are just like, but how do you manage it? Like, wow. And you're like, don't worry about it. That's my hair. Worry about your straight, brown, straw hair. You're good. Right? Or whatever color hair I said before. But you could be realizing, like, that's what your differences are what makes you beautiful. And because of your differences, it's allowing you to see things from a different perspective, right? Have an understanding, have patience, compassion, right? Because if you were the same, you wouldn't have gone through that whole humiliation, ostracization, bullying, outcast, isolation. Oh, don't take a picture with her because she's going to ruin the pictures because her hair is going to look different and wild and unkempt, right? That isolation, that loneliness. But now, like, you're able to, it's part of your testimony, right? So you're good. It doesn't really matter about the hair. I'm just using it as an example because it's, like, right there. Okay? What time is it? Can't stop thinking about you. So you could have somebody that's, they can't stop thinking about you. For some of you, it's they can't stop thinking about your hair. That's like this. I've been getting a thing about hair. Someone, then not only can they stop thinking about you, but they want to smell your hair. I'm getting like really, really, really hot. Like I'm starting to sweat. So yeah, someone can't stop thinking about you. I'm also getting that your differences are very noticeable. Like it's making other people look at you because you're not copy paste. Right? So like when you walk into the room, they're like, whoa, who's that guy? Whoa, who's that girl? Right? Because let's say everybody walked into the room and everyone's wearing like a plaid shirt and blue jeans and tan cowboy boots. And you're wearing not that. Right? And all the girls are like, oh my god, who does she think she is? And all the guys are like, oh wow, he's so hot, blah, blah, well, look at her, she's, right? Or like all the guys are wearing boat shoes, white tees, and khaki shorts. And you're the one wearing like Vans or like Nikes or some shit like that, right? And all the guys are like, oh, look at this asshole. And the girls are like, oh my god, he's such a bad guy. He's such a hottie. Blah, blah, who's that? It's just, it doesn't even matter about clothes or anything. It's just you stand out. And people appreciate that. People enjoy that. And I feel like the biggest reason why that is because you are willing to stand out. You are willing to do this, right? You are willing to embrace yourself and your differences. Welcome to reality. Karmic debt resolved. You have nothing to worry about, 'cause I'm free as a bird now. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's by Leonard Skinner. Yeah, the song is called Free Bird. Let me see. Yeah, by Leonard Skinner. If I leave here tomorrow, So it's so funny because I first heard of that song in Guitar Hero, and let me tell you, it was so fun to play that on Guitar Hero. I miss Guitar Hero. They're distracted and want you distracted. Remember something I said about focus, right? Being focused. So you have someone here who cannot stop thinking about you, wants to smell your hair. That person is distracted and they want you to be distracted. So this could be somebody who they cannot focus on the task at hand because they're focused on you. They're paying attention to you. They're looking at you. So this candle says candle plain white, but every time I looked at it plain white, I was thinking of the White Plains. So that could be like White Plains in the air, or like, it's not that. It's a place. White Plains is a place. I think so. Yeah. Oh, it is a place. White Plains is a city in New York State. What about that? The city's attic. So, I don't know why. There's something about White Plains. So yeah, this is who this is. Somebody's distracted and they want you distracted. Maybe this person could live in White Plains, or they're from White Plains, or you're from White Plains, or from New York. I don't know why that's relevant. I don't think it is. I mean, it came up for a reason, but whatever. It could be multiple people that's distracted and they want you to be distracted. So these people, there's a group of people that can't stop thinking about you and want you to be distracted. So I feel like there's a group of people that have made you a target. I'm also getting like, who does she think she is, or who does he think he is? Like, I'm that girl, I'm that guy, what are you talking about? It's like it's so funny because I was watching Harry Potter, right? And it's in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and they're in the library, Hermione and Ron, or Hermione and Harry, and Romilda Vane, she was like, it's funnier in the book, all right? Because she ends up trying to like poison him with like love chocolates or whatever, but it doesn't go well. But so Hermione's like, she's only trying to talk to you or whatever because she thinks you're the chosen one, and he's like, but Hermione, I am the chosen one. So you're well aware of that, like you are that person, you are that girl, that guy. And it's like and it's so funny because everybody knows you're that girl, you're that guy, but they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that you are that girl, that guy, because it's like, well, what if they realize it? You know, if they realize it, well, what if they do this, and what if they do that? We have to limit them, we have to forget them, we have to make them forget who they are, and because what if they do this when they realize, and what if they do that? And you see, it's all fear. It's all fear. And it's like, no, you can do whatever you want. And a lot of you are realizing that, like, just because I know who I am doesn't mean I'm going to abuse and misuse my position, my power, my place. Like, that's crazy talk, right? I think I'm gonna get like 2 more, and then cause I'm free as a bird now. I gotta blow my nose. I got tissue right here. Hold on. Somebody's first, last, middle, initial self-love is the best love. Look at that, right? Self-love is the best love. Like you actually love yourself. Like you're out here loving yourself. Because what's not to love? What's not to love about yourself? Right? I mean, I would be miserable too if I was copy paste. But thank God I'm not. That's actually mean to say. Because some people just can't help it. And some people, the world needs copy paste, right? The world needs plain Janes and plain Johns and shizzle like that. It's just, everyone has their place. And that's just not your place, collective. Right? So somebody's first, last, middle, initial name of a word or a place can start with the letter K. I'm also getting that somebody tried to unalive you or plans to unalive you or wants to unalive you. Either this is you, like your flesh, or your spirit. Alright, this could be somebody in your family. We got karmic family. So you have a lot of karmic family members that feel some type of way because you could do whatever you want. But you earned that. You deserved that. You got yourself out of the matrix and you could do whatever you want. So you got karmic family members that they're distracted and want you to be distracted and they can't stop thinking about you, right? But it's not in like a loving, amorous way, like, oh, you know, I wish them well. No, it's like, what are they doing? What's going on? How do they do this? What's, like, you know, like they could be the ones that are watching you. And you're just like, I know. I already know. I know they're watching. I know. You know, let them. Let them. Here's the thing. If somebody really wants to stalk you, they will find a way. Let them. If they really, really want to be, you know, if they're going to try, let them try. I'm not saying it's going to happen, right? Like if somebody really wants to stalk you, they're going to find a way, let them. But that doesn't mean that God's going to allow it to happen. That doesn't mean God's going to allow these people to know your life, know you, get close to you. That doesn't mean God's going to allow it. Let them do what they want to do. That's their choice. They can do that. That's their choice. They have that choice. It's their freedom to choose that. But that doesn't mean God's going to grant them that choice. And that's not your business, right? You know they're watching you. Let them. That's what they want to do. That doesn't mean God's going to make it easy for them. Or God's going to allow it to, or, you know, like God's going to, oh, you can watch them today, but tomorrow you won't, right? Tomorrow you're going to get caught up and they're going to see you on a surveillance camera across the street from a Taco Bell watching them, right? Because God's tricky like that. God's funny like that. Right, so for a lot of you, these are karmic family members that are doing this. And it's so weird because I keep getting, somebody wants to like smell it or touch your hair. Like they want to like, they want to like pet your hair with their face. There's somebody in your family wants to do this. Ew, I just seen like a woman wearing a wig on their head. So it's kind of like they could want to wear your hair as a wig, or they want your hair. Oh my gosh. I haven't had coffee by choice for like the past 4 to 5 days. That tasted so good. So good. I decided to take a coffee break, right? It's good to do that. I'm glad I did. Wow. Delicious. Alright, let me move on. You know what's so funny? I don't even think it's that brand or can. I think if I just brewed myself a pot of coffee and poured it and blah, 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 made it myself, I think I would have 44.55. I would have had the same reaction because I enjoy coffee. All right. Let's go. Uh-oh. My wings are starting to itch. They haven't been itchy in like weeks, actually. Oh, I didn't just say. I was gonna say Pisces reverse. But this is the Hangman reverse. There could be a karmic Pisces in your energy, or there could be something very toxic about. Well, obviously they're karmic family members, right? So there could be something very toxic about these family members of yours that are karmic. There could be something very toxic about their beliefs, right? Something, I'm getting immoral, something out of touch, out of tune. It's not, what's not clicking, Steven? It's out of touch. It's like it's not hitting with reality. Whatever their beliefs are, it's very, like what? That doesn't make sense. And it's, you know, that's one of the reasons why they are karmic, because of their beliefs. It's like their beliefs are not in tune with the moralities that are within them, or like the moralities of God. And it's like, they're not right in the head. Right? Obviously, like, their beliefs are warped. I'm also feeling... I really don't like using that, but that's what all of this is their feelings. I'm also getting that this, you got people in your karmic family, they feel very negatively about how you are presented to the world, like you are a beautiful, delicate rose, right? But be careful, because roses have thorns. So if you mishandle that rose the wrong way, but believe it. That's from Naruto. Believe it, because you better believe that you're going to get pricked by a thorn. If you handle a rose the wrong way, you will get pricked by a thorn. And that thorn will draw blood. So I feel like these people are trying to handle you, but they don't know how to handle you. Right? Every time they try to handle you, right, they get pricked. They get punctured. They get karma. You're not supposed to mishandle a rose. A rose, it's... those thorns are there to protect it. So it could be your karmic family members trying to do something to you, and those same karmic family members are sharing the same ancestors, but your ancestors are protecting you. It's like all of their thorns fell off. These karmic family members, they have nothing protecting them. Yeah, that's the Hangman reverse. Failure to give of oneself. Lack of sacrifice, indecision, frustrated action. Look at the world from a different perspective. I told you. I keep burping now. There's something, their warped sense of belief, right? Now, the reason why I was saying karmic Pisces, now, this could be a karmic Pisces, but I don't really think it's that. This could be just about the 12th house, their belief system. Their sense of beliefs, it's keeping them stuck. It's keeping them karmic. And they're getting mad because they're looking at you. Oh my god, my chest hurts. And you're free as a bird. You can do whatever you want. And they don't like that because they're stuck. They don't have that same sense of freedom. But the reason why they don't have that same sense of freedom is because they're karmic and they don't want to sacrifice things in their lives. And that's not talking about blood and gore sacrifice. It's just talking about, like, maybe stop listening to that kind of music. Stop eating that. I mean, when it comes to snacks and things, that's I'm still working on that. All right. But, you know, maybe stop, you know, being incompassionate, like having, what is that, incompassionate? Maybe stop being so mean, stop being so terrible, stop being so stingy, stop being so greedy, stop being so selfish, right? Stop being so judgmental, stop being so critical, stop being judgy. It's like these people they want to judge the world, but last time I checked, God did not appoint them to be judge. And they're not a judge in a court of law. And they're not God. But they want to be God so bad. They want to sit on a throne or be pious or I don't know what the problem is, but these are people that they don't know how to sacrifice anything. It's not even about that too. It could just be they don't know how to sacrifice pain, bitterness, resentment, anger, sadness. They can't let that go. You got to sacrifice that. They can't sacrifice my horse is bigger than your horse kind of energy, right? They got to always be, well, what do they got? Right? What kind of toaster did you get? Oh, my toaster doesn't do that. Give me your toaster. Ha ha ha, just joking. Right? They can't sacrifice those things. And then they wonder why they're not free. They're frustrated with their lives. They are. It's sad. Because there's nothing you can do about that. I can't free you from your own guilt. I can't absolve you of your own sins. I can't give you mercy for your pain. That's not my job. Believe it or not, those are things that you do to yourself. You free yourself of your pain. You free yourself of your guilt. You free yourself of your bitterness and resentment and competition and ego. You do that. Not I. You already did that, collective. Look, karmic debt resolved. You did that. You freed yourself from that. And when you do that, you like, oh wow, you're not the same as these karmic family members of yours. You're not. You're different. Right? You're different. And it might not even be about you physically look different. It's your inside. Your heart is different. Your heart is not the same as the people in your family who are karmic. This only resonates if you've got karmic family members. If your family members like love and light, great, I love that. So this doesn't resonate for you, okay? But for a lot of you, these are people in your family that they cannot... it's for some reason, I keep getting bitter and resentment. Bitter and resentment. It's bitter and resentment. They can't let go of that bitterness and resentment. And that's not what you have. That's different. Your heart is different. That's what makes you beautiful. Your heart. I'm gonna get a card and I'll be right back. Hold on. No. Sorry. Magician reverse. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, magician. I did say it was like on the, what did I say? I said it was reverse, right? But I don't think that's really reverse. I think that's like on the fence. Like, what do you think? Right? That's on the fence. That's on the fence. Magician on the fence. Yeah, they're stuck. They can't create. I feel like so they've been thinking a certain way, believing their beliefs a certain way for a very long time, for evers and evers, for however long, right? And it's kind of like they're asking, oh, you know what, too? They could be asking you questions about your beliefs, or, yeah, they're gonna, be careful. I gotta blow my nose. These people are gonna ask you, you're gonna have people in your family members asking you advice on, or like guidance, but I'm doing guidance because they just like want to see, like, I don't know, it's like it's gonna feel like I'm not a show dog, right? It's gonna give that kind of energy. Like, these people could be like asking you advice, or like, oh, what does this mean, or, you know, what happens at blah, right? And you would be explaining something to them or giving them advice or guidance, and right in the middle as you're explaining this, it's gonna hit you. I feel like a show dog right now. You're gonna feel like a show dog. I mean, it's better to not, but I mean, do with that what you will. Like, if you want to go down that route and explain something to them or give them guidance or whatever, But I'm telling you, when you do that in the middle of you explaining something to them, it's going to pertain about like spirituality, your beliefs, right? Your connection with God, or like if God talks to you, blah, 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 whatever. You're going to feel like a show dog. Like you're going to feel like you're being on display, like kind of like, now we're going to show you what happens when, right? It's like that. Like you're going to feel like a show dog. I don't know how else to explain that. Like, you know how, let's say you show your friend a cool magic trick, right? And your friend's like, oh my god, wow, that's so cool. And then your friend's like, come here, come over here. And then your friend's like, everybody, look at this cool magic trick that so-and-so just did. Right? But it's like, it's gonna feel like that, but like, it's not like, oh wow, that's so cool. It's just, it's gonna feel very condescending, like, you're a show dog. Like, these people, they want you to, like, well, since you know this, tell us. I don't know how to explain that, but the knowledge that you have, the things that you know, it's not to prove these people's ego. That's what that is. It's like and you're gonna pick up on that. You're just like, oh wow, like, you just want me to tell you this because you're trying to, like, prove something, or like, it's not, you're gonna realize, wow, you really don't care. You really don't give a F about what I have to say. You're just trying to, like, prove something or utilize this information in a negative way. It's gonna feel rotten. It's not gonna feel good. You know how, like, when you give someone advice and it feels good because you know they're taking that advice and they're gonna utilize it in a positive way, and then that's gonna trickle. This is not, when they ask you for this advice or whatever, it's not going to feel that way. It's going to feel gross almost, because it's like you're being used. Like a show dog, right? Everybody watch this monkey dance. It's not going to feel good. And right? The reason why I'm saying you're not going to realize it until the middle, because at first you're like, wow, yes, let me teach you, let me guide you, right? Yes, like, I'm opening your heart to God, I'm getting you closer, but you're going to realize, oh wow, this person really doesn't care about God. Oh wow, they really don't care about strengthening their connection to the Most High. Oh wow, they really don't care about being a good person. And that right there, when you realize that, you're going to feel gross, because it's just like, wow, you're just using me for information, not to get closer to God. And then, you know, so be careful of people in your family who you know are karmic, and they're gonna ask you for information, or not information, but like wisdom and guidance and advice. And it's not to get closer to God or anything. It's just because they're trying to figure out, why are they stuck? Why is it that everything that they're doing in their life is getting them stuck, right? With the magician reverse. So here's the thing: the magician has all the tools available to the magician, to him, her, whatever. The magician has all the tools available to them to create the reality that they want, and they can do that. The magician reverse does it in a very negative and toxic, distorted, chaotic way. But if a magician has all the tools available to them, it's either they don't know how to use them, or they don't know how to get the tools to do what they want to do. In this situation, it's that they don't know how, they have these tools, but they don't know how to use them. So they're stuck and they're frustrated, right? So now they need you, your wisdom, your guidance, your words, to give them some sort of inspiration to move ahead. But it's just to move forward, not upwards, right? The goal is to move upwards, right? To transcend upwards. No, they just want to move ahead. I just heard like a car screeching. Yeah, they just want to move ahead because they're frustrated. That's it. And you're going to realize that, oh wow, you just played me because you don't care about God. You just care about getting ahead, and that's crazy. And that's a gross feeling, realizing you just got played for information. So be careful. All right. So that's that. Oh, I think the reason why the car was screeching is because these people are going to be stopped in their tracks. They think, oh, we're going to ask a collective and blah, blah, and then God's like, no, because now the collective knows what you're trying to do. And then when they're like, oh, yo, whatever, you're like, no, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know anything. I can't help you. Right? It would be the same way as like, why does water boil when you turn the heat up? I don't know. When you find out, you let me know. Right? That would be the best bet for some of you to just, I don't know. Right? It could be a karmic Pisces, honestly, though. This karmic Pisces is frustrated with your beauty, but again, it doesn't have to be about your outer beauty. It's about your heart. They're frustrated with your heart. It really shows. It really shows itself. Two of Wands reverse. Wise withdrawal. You know, there's something about taking a step back or removing yourself from this person's energy. This person is very, I did a reading, I think it was yesterday, where I was talking about how there was a person that wanted to like have some sort of confrontation with you or conversation with you and then find a reason to get offended and then lunge at you. This could be that person. This could be the person. This is somebody who they want to like ask you for advice, but it's not really for God or healing or their betterment or none of that. It's not for any of that. It's just to use the information that you give them, right, for their benefit to move forward, not to move higher, to be higher in life, to, you know, connect with God. And I feel like with the Two of Wands reverse, there's something very strategic, smart of you to step away from this person. You know that this person is very sad. They procrastinate. And they're stuck. Could be an Aries, could be a Pisces. But it could just be about the fact that, like, you being who you are, this person feels like challenged by that. Like, you being who you are, I keep burping. So you being who you are, which is knowing who you are, your power, you have a beautiful heart, and you stand out. That's who you are. And that really threatens, not threatens, but it challenges this person, like, because who they are, they're copy paste, they don't know what they're capable of, and they have an ugly heart. And it's frustrating this person because their way, they can't go any further than, that's it. Their way of being their way, that's that belief, right? That belief. So the belief of them being who they are and how they are has gotten them so far in life. But now they can't go any further. They're stuck. They can't go any further. They've gotten so far in life by having an ugly heart, not stepping into their power, and kind of blending in, copy paste. And now they can't go any further. And they're not really, I'm hearing relinquish. They're not ready to relinquish that. They're not ready to step into their power, heal their heart, and be strong enough to be different. They're not capable of that. They don't want to do that. Lack of sacrifice, remember, right? So this person they're going to talk to or try to ask you for some sort of advice or something. But you know, with the Two of Wands in reverse, unrealistic, wise withdrawal, you know it's pointless having this kind of conversation with this person. There's no point. Because you already know they don't really care about God. They don't really care about healing. They don't really care about being a good person. They don't care about none of that. That's not what they want, that information. They want that information just to get out of this stuck rut that they're in. And you know that. You know, like this, and for a lot of you, you might be like, oh yes, finally they're having an open heart. They're having a change of character development, yes, right? But the realization is going to be hitting you like, wow, this person really doesn't give a F. Ace of Wands reversed on the bottom of the deck. They're just blocked. They just want your wisdom to get them unblocked. Right? Because something you say they're going to use that to push forward in their life. Now, it may sound petty to just, like, you being like, oh, I don't know, keep your mouth shut, right? Like, just, oh, I don't know, right? That may sound petty, but at the end of the day, it's like, this person wants you to help them, but they don't care about you. They don't care about your help. They don't care about your wisdom. They don't care about God. So, what's the purpose? They're just going to use you, right? Well, if you know so much about God, then jump. Hold on. Alright, let me see. Where you going? She just left me. I said, where are you going? She goes, I'm going to go with my dad. Like, okay. This person, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know who they are. But one thing they do know is that you know who you are and you know what you're doing. So, of course, that's going to lead them to gravitate towards you. The collector knows what they're doing. The collector knows who they are, so let me go talk to them. Right? They can't stop thinking about you. Queen of Wands upright. That's you. Wow, my throat is so dry now. That's you, Queen of Wands upright. The Queen of Wands is someone who knows what they're gonna do. They know who they are. Queen of Wands is ambitious, beautiful, feminine, fierce, passionate. They know what they're gonna do. They're gonna do it. They're gonna make sure it gets done. Right? That's you. So because you're in this Queen of Wands energy, you obviously, you know what you're doing. You're doing it. You're the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is always doing something because she knows what to do. And she does it, you know, like, there's nothing wrong with that. Otherwise, if there was, she'd be the Queen of Wands reverse. Right? The Queen of Wands reverse, she does things that she shouldn't be doing. She doesn't do it the right way. She's abusing her power, blah, 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 blah. Right? So I feel like the fear was that you would be a Queen of Wands reversed, but you're not. Right? Lo and behold, you're a Queen of Wands upright or a King of Wands upright, depending, right? So if you're the King of Wands upright, Queen of Wands upright, you obviously know what you're doing because you're doing it right now. You're doing it. You're making it happen. And you're making it happen. You're free to do it because you're Queen of Wands, King of Wands upright. Like I said, if you're not doing anything illegal, you're not hurting anybody, you're not hurting yourself, you're not immoral against your moral compass, God, right? Laws of the land, whatever. You could do whatever you want. That's the Queen of Wands. She could do whatever she wants. That's the King of Wands. He could do whatever he wants, and he's going to do it. And that's, obviously, that's being seen. You're different. You know who you are. You can do whatever you want, and you're beautiful. Or you're handsome. I feel like it doesn't really matter. I feel like the word beautiful, it doesn't really, you could be a man and still be beautiful too, right? Because again, I feel like that's really in your heart. I mean, obviously there's, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but right, but you know what I mean. But I feel like it shows. This is who you are. Queen of Wands. You can always call on your natural confidence. Warmth, passion, enthusiasm, determination, adaptable, steady force, independence. 'Cause I'm free as a bird now. That's you. You could fly wherever you want to fly. Do whatever you want to do. Go wherever you want to go. I've seen 1114141. So you're using your intuition and you're protected. Remember the rose with the thorn? The thorns are there to protect the rose. You're protected. This person, they're not protected. They lost all their thorns. You know what I just realized too? What is that? It looks like she's got 2 lions or 2 cats on each side of her, and then 1 cat in front of her. A cat there, a cat there, and a cat there. You're very protected, and you're using your intuition. Hello, I just said that. Alright, I'm gonna get a couple more, and then I'll close the reading. 'Cause I'm free as a bird now. Seven of Cups reverse. That's sad. This is a very angry individual, and right before this card popped up, I was looking at the Hanged Man reverse. This person, they don't want to change their perspective on something, despite the fact that it's in their face that what you believe in and what you're doing, it's not getting you any farther. There's this meme. There's a man, and he's like on a rock like that, and the angel, right, she's looking at him, and she's like, "You okay, babe? Because you keep doing the same things over and over again, repeating the same patterns, and nothing's changing." This is this person. And they're just angry, lazy, frustrated, unwilling to change, can't make a decision in their lives, distracted. Wow. Yeah, Seven of Cups reverse. Distraction, disarray. They're all over the place. Can't stop thinking about you. They're distracted and want you to be distracted. This could be like someone who, if this is a woman, they're a little too, I feel like, okay, if this is a woman, this woman would use sex as like a tool to fix things, get out of things, arguments, get what they want, right? It was always that tool for anything and everything. That's right. But it's kind of like eating rice and beans every night. You can only eat so much rice and beans until you get tired of it. Right? So what else are you going to do? You can't use that one skill to fill out that job application. You can't use that one skill to make friends. You can't, like, it's gotten you so far, right? Now what are you gonna do? They don't even know. right? They don't know what they don't, and they have all these other tools and skills and abilities, but they don't know what to do. Like, they don't, with procrastination and disarray, they're all over the place. They don't know how to utilize those things, put them together. Now they want to talk to you. They want your advice. How do I use my tools, right, to push farther in life? And you might be excited. Oh my gosh, yes, I've been waiting for this moment to give you this advice. You know, let me give you some life advice, some tip advice, you know, this and that and this and that. And then you're going to realize, oh wow, how foolish of me. Because this person, not only do they not care about me, they don't like me, they don't care about God, they don't want God. They just want to get out of this stuck ruts that they are in. They don't care about nobody but themselves. They don't care about none of that. The greater good, highest good, being a good person, walking in the white light. They don't care about that. That's not what they want this information for. They want this information so that way they can do whatever they want to keep doing, but they just need to push forward. They want to still be karmic, but they need you to push them forward. So it's kind of like they want to go to the future, but they can't. They're stuck. So they want you to push them into the future and then be karmic in the future. And the future is like, no, that's not welcome here anymore. You're not welcome into the future until you fix your ways. And they're like, I don't know what to do. The collective knows what to do. I'm going to talk to the collective so they can give me the push I need to go into the future. But the future's telling you, no. We don't want this person in the future, not like this. There's no space for this person in the future. So be aware, be cautious. Because if the future is not accepting them the way they are like this, be mindful, alright? Because the future doesn't want this. Because if the future wanted this, they wouldn't be stuck right now. And they've been stuck for some time. And the future is making sure there's no room for you here. You're not allowed until you fix your ways. Alright? Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I was going to say Six of Cups reversed. This is somebody from your past, or someone you grew up with, or someone you don't have good memories with. This person could have bad memories of their childhood as well. Six of Pentacles reversed. This is a very selfish, unfair person. They live with injustices. They create injustices, right? This is someone who's very materialistic, pride of riches, debt. This person's in karmic debt, could be financially debt. This person, the future does not want this person like this. Now, I'm not saying they're not welcome in the future. Absolutely, if they heal, do their inner work, blah, 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 right? You're more than welcome into the future. But if you don't want to change the future, you will not make it to the future. It's not. I'm hearing that one song by MIA. Live fast, die young. There's no room for this kind of, no. That whole live fast, die young, no. Selfish, greedy, lazy, using that one body part to get things done for them, right? Right? They could be using that body part to like get people to do their bidding, get what they want, do what they want. That's the future's like, we don't want that. You can stay in 2025, 2024, 2023, 2022, 2019, 2016. You can stay. You're not, no thank you. We don't need that. That's not what we need. Bye.